Howdy guys. A quick lesson on fingerstyle or finger picking. It comes from a book and a course that I've done. The course also has a DVD part of it, but I shall rush through the basics of it so you don't need to worry too much about learning all the nuanced techniques and stuff to begin with. The fingers have names. We don't bother with the pinky until we get advanced, so I'm not even going to tell you the name of it. P, I, M and A, they come from Spanish. That is for pulgar, which is thumb, indice or index for index obviously, I, medio or middle, A, annular or ring. We take thumb and it takes care of the three lower strings. The other three get planted on the high strings, and we take, say, then we'll do some patterns. You want the hand behind the sound hole, because otherwise your big caveman hand blocks the sound. You want to be articulating from the big knuckle, so like big swoopy finger rather than what's happening there where it's bending at the knuckle, big swooping. Then you want to go down, like down into the string rather than up and out, because otherwise you get like this thin, dry, pitchy that, which is basically what you'll hear from most of my finger picking, because although I have done the course, I'm a complete caveman and pay no attention to technique. However, grab the strings above the sound hole as if you were picking up a tennis racket, then gradually open your hand, allow your wrist to flex down so that you have a slight bend in your wrist. This allows your fingers to be more perpendicular to the strings. Place the P finger on the 6th string, the lower E, the I on the 3rd, M on the 2nd, A on the 1st, and then play all four together, like so. Play that a couple of times. Then we move on. Follow through with your fingers in the direction of your palm. This produces a rounder, fuller sound towards the palm rather than just sort of going, there you go. The big knuckles on your right hand should be positioned over the strings at the back of the sound hole. You don't want to cover the sound hole because this will block some of the sound. We've been through that. Keep your hand high enough above the soundboard that you can follow through without pulling outward. Again, otherwise outward movement results in a thin sound. You want to establish a free, uninhibited motion, so don't anchor your pinky on the soundboard. This locks up your position and produces extra tension in the hand. Keep the pinky off the instrument. Now let's practice some fingerstyle patterns. Start with your thumb, same position. Notice we haven't moved yet. We now go P, I, M, A, and we do that a couple of times. Then we go backwards, P, A, M, I, P, thumb, ring, index, thumb, ring, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, ring. And then you can alternate them and go. And then you can start alternating bass notes, so like open E, then open A, and you go. And then you start throwing chords at it. There are other patterns, obviously, so we'll go back to that first one, P, A, I, M, P, A, I, P, I, M, A, P, A, M, I, P, M, A, I, or P, M, I, A, and then this one last pattern I'll show you for now, because that will give you plenty to do once we start putting it to a chord and alternating bass notes and things. So that is, it's an ascending and descending one, and it goes P, I, M, A, M, I. Right, then we move on to the next bit. Chords, arms. Fingerstyle guitar increases your options immensely over strummed chordal accompaniments. Don't smoke, because fingerstyle allows the guitar to become more pianistic or more orchestral. The form is adaptable to all styles of music. Bonus. Next we're going to combine fingerstyle patterns with the chords you already know, hoping you already know a few chords. G, C, A minor. If you don't know the C, avoid it. for now. E minor, D7. In fingerstyle playing, you normally play the lowest note of the chord with thumb for G major and E minor, that's the 6th string for C, and A minor, that's the 5th string for D, that's the 4th string. You use 3 fingers on I, M and A to pluck the upper strings. First try with the G chord, we go P, A, M, I, P, A, M. And we play each pattern a couple of times just to get used to the idea, and then we go and so on and so forth. Take a chord, any chord, and apply that. So G using the 6th string, alternating it between the E and A string, or then for like a Johnny Cash type thing, you'd go C with the added G above it, which you want to swap those fingers around because it feels awkward as hell that way, and a lot easier that way, and then go from that A string to the E string. Then come down to the little F and you go off the D string to the A string, and then back. Also, just as an added little bonus for you, a random quote from a book taught to me by a random Frenchman that plays gypsy jazz. Chords are frozen arpeggios are melted chords. Take your chords and melt them up a bit. Take your arpeggios and freeze them up a bit. You know, so like, it's not always just like, there's like it's a mad Frenchman called Stefan Rembel. Got a wonderful little improvisational style for gypsy jazz. Very worth looking up. Shapes for gypsy jazz. Stefan Rembel, W-R-E-M-B-E-L.